Guys, I'm back, and I am back with none other than the WWE star, one half of the Bushwhackers, Bushwhacker Luke. Bushwhacker Luke, how are you doing?
Wow, g'day, mateys. It's bloody great to be with you. You're looking good, but you don't smell too right, mate. You don't smell too right. I'm looking to give you a good licking. I'll do the kicking later.
Oh, man, no licking, please.
No licking. I just had a big bucket of sardines before I came on the radio, so I'm all pumped up and ready with all the energy. Now, what do you got to say, guys? Dude, I hear there's three of you taking me on tonight. I got you coming from behind and the left and the right. By golly, what am I going to do? I've got to go right down under.
Yeah, your face is the triangle here.
We were just speaking with one of our faithful listeners, and he was commenting about your times down in Memphis and how you have a take names later kind of attitude. Can you tell us a little bit about your time in that territory?
Well, we were down. Me and my cousin Butch were in Memphis. Earlier on, Butch had to head home through family problems and that, and I had one of the Royal Kangaroos, Jonathan Boyd, as my partner when I first went into that area, the Memphis, Tennessee, Nashville, the Kentucky, Tennessee area. And we had a major feud there. Jackie Fargo had just put together a new tag team of Stan Lane and Steve Kern, and they were the fabulous ones. And Fargo was in their corner. Hence, the battle became between the good old Southern boys and two boys from down under, the Sheepherders. That battle went on for continuously for maybe 4 months or 5 months, every night, all over that state. Missouri, Tennessee, Kentucky, and a bit of Indiana.
Right. Now you were pretty hated, during those times. Did any fans take it personal, what you were doing to the Fabulous Ones? Did any of them, we hear some people going after them with, people wrestlers with knives and throwing stuff. Did any of that happen to you?
Thanks. I come at it. In my career in the States, when I come here, first we carried the New Zealand flag. Before we came for the fans out there, before we came to the Bushwhackers, we were one of the most hated teams around the country, the Sheepherders. We carried the New Zealand flag, and we told the people they had air conditioning homes, air conditioning cars, and their women were even air conditioned. And you know what I mean by when I say that. I don't want to say the word. The woman of the night. Woman of the night. Anyhow, many a night we come out to the car, especially in the South. The car was down on the rims. All the tires were slashed. A few times we had to drive 150 miles without a front windscreen. They had knocked the front windscreen out. And in the wintertime, you know how cold it is driving without a front windshield.
Man,
I can imagine.
We had some real battles with these fabulous ones. They were loved by everyone. Jarrett made these two kids the first in videos. They had music videos, and they had the girls, and the family people around them heavily. They were two good old Southern boys. Well, they were sort of GQ, gentlemanly quarter guys at the time. Good bodies, good looks, and they had a hell of a fan base. And of course, we were blooding them up every night and beating them up. We were getting beaten up too, but the fans didn't take to that. And many a night, we had police come into the arena to get us to our car and that, so we could get out of the town. And a lot of those towns and that, especially down those southern towns, they were wild.
Right. Now, I got to ask you this. I heard a story, about you and the Fabulous Ones in a cage match where they were so angry angry with you that they tore the cage up just to get away from you. Was there any truth to that? Is that an urban legend? What?
We ran over, mate. Going back to those matches, I think we had about 12 in a row cage matches with them, all over the place. And one night the cage came down. That may be the night they're talking about. I can't remember the town, but the cage came apart in the corner. They were just wild and woolly matches, mate.
Right.
And one night Steve Kern had to get about 18 stitches. He nearly bled to death. We hit him so hard with the flagpole, it split him right above the brow, going towards the ear, and one of those major veins and that. And it was, at the time we didn't mean that to happen that bad, but they couldn't stop the blood, and they had to get internal and external stitching.
Dang, that's vicious. Now, one of our fans in the chat room are requesting to hear the old Sheepherders poem. Do you still remember that?
The old Sheepherders poem?
Yes.
No, I don't, mate. I don't know what she's talking about. I used to say 37 countries, 37 titles.
Right.
Poem.
Now, definitely.
Luke.
Go ahead, Dimitri.
This is Shane. I don't,
Shane, how the bloody hell are you, Shane? You haven't got a little bit of McMahon in you, have you?
I'm gonna have to say no.
I was going to ask you for. I was just going to hit you up for a loan if you did.
No. I really wish I could meet him to to perhaps, do a little, trading places for like a day or two. But I haven't.
Yeah, it would be great, wouldn't it?
It would.
Ask this person in the chat room actually what the poem was about, and it may be. Hey, I've traveled many a mile since then. I was in that area in 81, 82, so that's a long time ago.
Right, definitely.
Well,
we'll put the question back out. We'll see if he remembers what it was. But go ahead, Shane.
Yeah, I was saying that I remember seeing the Bushwhackers on Family Matters a couple years ago. Well, not a couple years ago, but a while ago. How was the whole acting experience?
It was great, mate. It was great. And what a group of those people were. Steve Urkel, what a great guy that was. And Darius, there was one of the guys called Darius too, believe it or not. He was a real wrestling fan. He was jumping up on the ropes and wanting to jump off the ropes all the time while we were putting the show together. It was a great show in that. And the other night it played about a week and a half ago. It's still playing late at night when they do all the reruns of Family Matters. That was taped in 1994.
Dang.
Wow. That's 15 years ago, mate. They're all growing up now, and you see them. They're not the kids anymore. They're not kids anymore.
They got kids now.
Yeah, they got kids now.
As you heard the baby crying there.
Yeah.
She loves that show as well. So.
Yeah.
Now, Luke, this is Demetrius, the third man out of the group. And
how you doing, mate?
I'm doing good. Now, of course, a lot of us, I know me growing up, I remember the Bushwhackers from the old WWF days. You guys would come down flaring the arms and licking the fans and everything. What's the story behind that gimmick? Who came up with that idea of the licking the fans and all that good stuff?
I got to give you that. When we came up to Vince and that, he brought us in his office and he said to us, at the time they just finished the Bulldogs, so we're looking for a British group or a Down Under, something different again. So we came up there and he said to us, first he said, would you guys mind being the good guys? And we said, no, we don't care. Money's what is